Sumoko sa National Bureau of Investigation ang 18 miyembro ng pamilya Maute. Lain itong linisin ang kanilang pangalan at itinanggi ng mga ito na sangkot sila sa nangyaring kaguluhan sa Marawi. Ayon kay Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre, pinayuhan niya ang mga ito na humingi ng tulong sa Public Attorney's Office para mabigyan sila ng abogado. Inatasan na rin ni Aguirre ang NBI na imbestigahan ang pagkakakilanlan ng mga sumukong miyembro ng Maute clan. Tiniyak naman ng kalihim na papakawalan nila ang mga ito kapag nalamang wala namang pagkakasala sa batas.
18 Pilipinong Muslim ang personal na dumulog sa NBI kanina. Karamihan sa kanila may apelidong Maute. Ninais daw nilang linisin ang kanilang pangalan matapos masangkot ang kanilang apelido sa bakbakan sa Marawi. Karamihan sa kanila ay galing sa Lanao del Sur at matagal nang nakatira sa Maynila dahil sa mga negosyo. Iniwasan din nila na magkaroon pa ng aberya sa mga susunod na biyahe sa loob at labas ng bansa, kaya ninais nilang maklaro ang mga pangalan. Ilan kasi sa kanila ang nasita sa mga airport.
These Maute from Mulundu are law-abiding citizens. They are legitimate businessmen, and their only crime is that because their surname is Maute. But we know for a fact that Maute is as common as De La Cruz, Ramos, San Pedro, or Pedro.
Dahil kasi sa deklarasyon ng martial law sa Mindanao, maaaring hulihin ang sinumang sospek sa rebelyon o terorismo. Sa kabila ng paliwanag ng opisyal ng National Commission on Muslim Filipinos, ipaiimbestigahan pa rin daw ni Secretary Aguirre ang 18 individual. Ito ay para siguraduhin na hindi talaga sila sangkot sa rebelyon.
Marami lang sa kanilang Maute, meron silang mga 10 daw ata. But sila ay precisely they surrendered because they said that they want to clear their names. Ang ibig sabihin, hindi nila kailanman inaamin na sila ay nagkasala ng crime of rebellion.
The government says 18 alleged Maute members turned themselves in. Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre says some denied involvement and surrendered just to clear their names.
Dahil lang po sa sila'y voluntaring sumuko, sumurrender, ay dadaan po sila sa ordinaryong proseso dito sa NBI na kukunan po sila ng mga katanungan katulad ng kung kanilang pangalan, kung taga saan sila, kanilang edad.
That happens as the military says 3 strategic bridges leading to the city center are now under their control. Our George Cahilas takes us to ground zero.
Bombs falling from the sky at the break of dawn, burning houses, sending trails of black smoke into the air. This is what mornings are like here in Marawi, as air and ground bombardment pummels this conflict-torn city. With all-out efforts to destroy the Maute group, government forces are not wasting time. As they say, strike while the iron is hot. Military and police vehicles rush towards the target area, the stronghold of the Maute group at the city center. Even along the perimeter of the conflict zone, authorities are on full alert.
Baka may snipe kayo, ma'am?
Nandito kayo kasi may mga tropa dyan kanina na
Na-snipe
kanina. Hindi naman.
Hirap na ba?
Kaya lumipat kami dito.
Ito naman, sir.
Maute group members opened fire as authorities inch closer. This armored personal carrier was even hit by an improvised explosive device, blowing up the tires and boring a hole on the side of the vehicle. With government troops gaining ground, the terrorists have no way out.
They are trapped, they are contained, they are in areas that they will never come out alive unless they surrender. And that's why we are asking them and we are appealing to these armed men to come to their senses, lay down their weapons, and surrender.
The military reports 89 Maute members have been killed, while 21 soldiers have died in over a week of fighting. From Marawi City, George Cahilas, CNN Philippines.
Moro Islamic Liberation Front troops will help government forces in the Marawi crisis. That after President Duterte approved the creation of a so-called peace corridor to facilitate rescue and humanitarian operations. It was apparently decided during the president's meeting with Moro leaders on Monday. Malacanang explains a peace corridor is a space where humanitarian work can be carried out safely. It can be used for the evacuation of wounded civilians and to retrieve bodies for burial, among others.
It is a safe space for goods to reach hungry people in the rural areas whose access to Marawi's markets have been cut off.
MILF Vice Chairman Gadzali Jafar tells CNN Philippines how the peace corridor will work.
We will organize, we will utilize or tap our ceasefire committee together with jointly with the ceasefire committee of the government and to be supervised by the international monitoring team. And they will be deployed in some points or areas in Marawi City, and we'll be doing this as soon as possible.
Jafar adds President Duterte gave the MILF the green light to talk to Maute members and try to convince them to cooperate. President Duterte confirms no one recommended the declaration of martial law in Mindanao. Our senior correspondent Ina Andolong has that story.
I grieve the loss of my soldiers and policemen.
Now it's clear the president confirms he acted on his own when he decided to declare martial law in Mindanao. Security officials told senators in a closed-door meeting they didn't make any recommendation. At the commissioning ceremony of the Philippine Navy's new landing dock vessel BRP Davao del Sur, the president didn't deny it.
While they did not say, "You go ahead, President Duterte," they gave me sufficient information.
The Defense Secretary says Abu Sayyaf leader Isnilon Hapilon is believed to be still in Marawi, but he could be traced soon, with security officials confident of taking full control of Marawi in days. For now, the president is still worried about terror attacks spilling over to the Visayas, which is close to conflict-stricken Mindanao. But this time, he didn't talk about expanding martial law's coverage to address this possibility.
I will be forced to declare the suspension of the writ of habeas corpus, not martial law, but yung habeas corpus, so that I can arrest you anytime without a warrant.
President Duterte previously sought the help of rebel groups in fighting terrorists. The MILF has agreed to help in securing areas for humanitarian and relief operations. The MNLF says its troops are ready for combat and are just awaiting word from the AFP to get moving. Though President Duterte did appeal that NPA members help out too, he had a different tone with them this time.
If there is a breakdown in the peace and order here, because of the participation of the communists in this war against the ISIS, I am warning the leaders whom I have released and who are now talking to the representatives of my government, do not attempt to come home. I will arrest all of you and throw you to the slammer.
President Duterte stresses drug money has been helping fuel terrorist activities in the country. That and money from ISIS, which he says has been using Police Superintendent Cristina Nobleza to move funds to the Abu Sayyaf group. Nobleza is the lover of Abu Sayyaf bomb maker Rener Dongon, who is linked to the group behind the clash in Bohol. She was accused of trying to rescue a bandit trapped in police operations there.
Pinabulaanan ng pamuno ang militar ang ulat na umano'y nakapasok na sa Metro Manila ang ilang galamay ng Maute terrorist group. Inihayag po ito ni AFP spokesman Restituto Padilla, kasabay ng pagkumpirmang hawak ng pamahalaan ang 8 miyembro ng Maute. Nilinaw din ni Padilla na propaganda lamang ng mga terorista ang video ni Father Chito Suganob na humihingi ng tulong. Nagbabalik si Rocky Ignacio.
Hawak na ng militar ang 8 hinihinalang miyembro ng Maute Group sa Marawi City. Sa Mindanao Hour briefing, kinumpirma ni AFP spokesperson Brigadier General Restituto Padilla ang pagsuko ng 8 Maute member na ngayon ay sumasailalim sa debriefing sa pangangasiwa ni Brigadier General Custodio Parcon, Commander ng 2nd Marine Brigade at Joint Task Force Tiger.
What we did get is from the unit of General Parcon, there were 8 members holed up in Marawi who surrendered to his forces. And these individuals have been talked to and debriefed and have provided very, very valuable intelligence.
Pinabulaan na rin ng AFP na may nagtangkang pumasok ng miyembro ng Maute Group sa Metro Manila.
There were none. We got reports, I got queries as early as 11 past about the arrest of a certain Omar Maute in the airport, which proved negative because the airport authorities through General Hakaban, who heads the aviation security unit, said there's none. Walang ganung klaseng insidente. At kanina sinabi ko, merong inimbitang tanungin na pangalang yung binanggit ko. At itong taong to ay inimbita ng aviation authorities at saka ng ibang personnel sa airport na nagbabantay, pero pinakawalan din after nagkaroon ng clarification.
Sinusuri rin mabuti ng militar ang video ni Father Chito Soganov na humihingi ng tulong na makaligtas sa kamay ng terorista.
Ito ay may laro ng propaganda sa hanay ng kalaban at hindi nga natin batid kung tama yung sinabing mga figura. Isa pa, ayaw natin pasukan muna ito. Bagamat nasabi ko yan, mayroon pong mga ginagawang hakbang sa lugar na para po matiyak ang kanilang safety at kung maaari ay mai-release sila ng maayos. So I'll leave it at that for the moment and that guarantee. And I also refer to you to the comments of some of our bishops who you asked for comments, and they mentioned that it is apparent that the Reverend is speaking in duress. So, pressured siya. So, that is indicative of many things.
Kasunod dito muling inulit ni Padilla ang babala sa Maute Group na sumuko. 70% ng anya ang sumasailalim na sa clearing operations habang ang natitirang 10% ay inaasahang bantay sarado ng mga terorista.